Welcome back to the channel, guys. Fizzle Waterman Gaming, and we're back again with another video. This time we are going to be starting off Guardians of the Galaxy. So let's get this started. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I played Marvel Avengers. It wasn't very good, unfortunately. I liked the story, don't get me wrong. The story was amazing. Switching between the characters, it was alright. I love how the game was actually portrayed, but it was the execution of the game, or the grindiness. I didn't enjoy that part. It it felt more like a Avengers ripoff of Destiny, I guess you could say. That's the nicest way to put it. But I've heard Guardian of the Galaxy is a lot different, so I've been looking forward to I've looked forward to playing this game since I got it a couple months ago. But I wanted to wait till the walkthrough would begin, so here we are, finally playing the game. And without further ado, let's start. Accept. There you go, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful! Look at that! Settings. Oh yeah, that's all sorted. Look at that. New game. We got this probably, we got this, we don't got this. We do it our way. I love that. I love that. But no, let's go with normal. Let's see. Next. Just keep it how it is. Start. But I've heard this is basically Guardians of the Galaxy skin of Mass Effect, I've heard, when it comes to using your companion skills. But anyway, I'm actually looking forward to be playing this game finally. So let's do this. I'm going to do my best not to talk in cutscenes, but I can't promise anything. Are you kidding me? I was not expecting to be dropped straight into the game like this. I was not. I did not know this was going to be a part of it. But okay, let's look. Okay, settings, real quick. Audio. Licensed audio off, please. Streaming mode on. Awesome. Awesome. Just what I like to see. Okay. Awesome.
Birthday boy? No wonder you can hear me. Is that your new tape? Star-Lord. Who's the guy with the scary eyes?
He doesn't have a name. He's one of the space riders. And he's not scary. He's cool.
Your space rider certainly got his hands full. Pretty far out.
Nobody says far out anymore, Ma. Ma.
What?
Nobody says far out anymore.
Oh, your mom. Maybe we should see if we could get tickets to see them live.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Your mom may not look it, but I was quite the rocker when I was your age. Your father and I would just lie on the hood of my old Chevy and listen to Black Sabbath. And
You like Black Sabbath?
like I said, your mom's cooler than you think. Oh, he'd look up at the stars and he'd tell me all about the places he'd been.
Mom?
How about some cake, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
You said that 15 minutes ago. If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat that whole cake myself.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Hey, watch the hair.
Oh! Heater! You've talked about you leaving your toys on the floor.
It's not a toy. It's an action figure.
More like an action landmine. Stab your foot. I will.
He doesn't even... Never mind.
Chewbacca. Nice.
Look at you. Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec. I promise.
Right.
Oh my god, no way. You're kidding me. Let's turn the music off. That was a little too loud. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh man, I can't wait to play this. Maybe I can convince Andy to buy it with his paper out money. This'll be worth hundreds of dollars someday.
Debatable.
3 natural ones in a row last game. Some bard I turned out to be. Need to build up my calluses. Keep hitting those dingers, George, and you'll make it in the Hall of Fame for sure. Might as well just peel the stickers off and put them in the right spot. Can't believe I caught this. That maiden show was awesome.
The Lost Star Walker. Huh. Is that supposed to be some kind of Star Wars reference? Like the Lost Skywalker, maybe? I don't know. I know Chewbacca's been in this game, but hey.
Peter Quill, wake up.
Crap. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's weird.
You're approaching the quarantine zone.
How long was I out for?
15,338 ticks.
That's very specific.
The Betrayer is ready to begin her mission. She has requested your presence in the cockpit.
Gamora's on our side, Drax.
She is the spawn of my sworn enemy, a murderess and a traitor. I do not trust her.
Well, try. We're supposed to be a team.
I make no promises.
Okay.
Oh, it ain't just a junkyard. The quarantine zone's the biggest pile of galactic war debris in the known universe. Just think of all the tech we can find. Hey, it's only illegal if Nova Corps finds us inside, which they won't.
Groot's right to be nervous, Rocket. Don't underestimate the Nova Corps.
Oh, come on. Am I the only one who ain't scared of the Galactic Police?
They've got the numbers on us.
They ain't got the brains. Ha! Sure takes a genius to catch my ship.
My ship!
Who said that? Quill? No, I think I heard him.
Really needs to get these plants under control.
I'm just exploring at the moment. It's actually a good game so far. I really want to see what everything's like.
Good old Milano. Engine parts from at least 5 different black markets.
Okay, nice.
Just pocketing a little something so this job don't turn out like our monster hunting gig in the Hilda cluster.
Please, no.
Oh, there you are, Quill. Tell Groot to stop worrying about getting arrested.
I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident. Arrested? For what? Our ship just accidentally slipped into the quarantine zone.
Oops, our navigation malfunctioned.
Oops.
How would we accidentally cross into the Nova Corps force field?
Details.
Nice gizmos, Rocket.
I'm calling them thumpers on account of the noise they make. Assuming we get past the force field and reach your coordinates in one piece, all we gotta do is set them up, and these babies are gonna draw out our monster in no time.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you get back to it. Sounds like catching that monster will be easier than we thought.
Yeah, the faster we catch it, the faster we get paid.
I see the logic in that.
Morgoth, be with you.
Hey, Morgoth yourself. Morgoth is a politeness thing? Catathian customs don't make no sense to me, bud.
Oh, that's pretty damn cool.
Not so sure about tooth cleaning tablets. Manual brushing is where it's at. Wonder if Drax was allowed to decorate his cell in the kiln. Probably not.
Hey, Groot, did that escort job on Orga ever pan out? What do you mean you never called her back?
I'm guessing this is Gamora's room. To be honest, I actually don't know. Don't know what gives me that impression.
Yeah, maybe I'd rather be broke.
Almost 20 years, and those tracks are still fire. Wish you were here, Mom.
Oh yeah, you remember that dealer who asked about the emitters? After you
Okay, this
left,
is Rocket.
he leans over to me and he says, what do you need
Cargo
these
hold.
for then? Yeah, like I'm turning the Milano into a dance club or something.
Please refrain from creating this club of dance.
Yeah, we all know how you feel about dancing. Well, what was I supposed to tell him? I need them to build some ultrasonic lures, so my team of ex-con...
Gamora?
Up here, Peter.
Peter Quill.
Hey, that's my chair.
Oh, then why aren't you in it?
I was, strategizing. It's one thing to get into the zone, but we still gotta catch that monster.
Right.
So did I miss anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really. Now, if you're done strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go. Once we breach that force field, there's no going back.
The black market codes are gonna crack that Nova net, right?
Yep. As soon as you enter them in your console.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do this.
Rocket, Groot, Drax, get in here. We're going in.
We still have a few ticks before the next time window, actually.
The next one?
Nova Corps security grid resets every rotation. We want to be in and out before our code expires, or we'll get stranded.
When we wait for the next reset, we'll get a full rotation to do this. Nice.
Oh, why's the Nova-Net still up? Thought we were going in.
It appears the assassin's contacts are as untrustworthy as the betrayer herself.
Oh, please don't tell me Gamora's backdoor codes are bust. We nearly went broke getting them.
Relax, Rocket. We still got a few ticks before the next time window.
The network just reset. You can enter the sequence, Peter. 0451.
That's it? 4 digits?
Suspicious. These security measures are too simplistic for Nova Corps.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Oh, I get it. Gamora's codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temporal coordinates and our ship's hard-coded serial into a local number generator.
Info gets in, digits come out.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Are you having difficulties, Peter Quill?
Oops. All right, not that one.
0451.
I knew that.
2, 1.
There.
I knew that. Honest. I just wanted to see what happened if you ended it wrong.
And we're in.
Incredible.
I realized there was so much stuff left after the war.
Restraint wasn't very popular in the Shatari army, especially with Thanos in charge.
Yeah, it's probably all harmless now. I mean, Nova Corps had 12 years to get rid of the heavy-duty explosives, right?
That's why I like you, Quill. You're so pure. Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
Stay focused, Rodent. We did not come here to scavenge.
Why not? The Milano's weapon systems could use an overhaul. Plus, there's good money in it.
The piece that we seek is far more valuable to the Monster Queen of Seknarf 9 than any illegally acquired salvage.
Whoa!
The place is really shifty.
I'm not seeing a monster, but that big cylinder up ahead looks like the mining ship Peter's friend said to look for.
Friend.
For a night. And you'll see the monster soon as we place Rocket's monster summoning thingies.
Flark, yeah. Groot, Quill, suit up. Team Rocket's up first.
I still do not understand why I must remain on board with the assassin.
Oh, because you're part of Green Team.
You assigned me to the team before you named it. My skin is not green. It's teal.
Teal? Listen, if we want to trick the monster into going inside that mining rig, we need to place thumpers on both sides. 2 sides, 2 teams.
And 2 clicks to the drop site. Ground's too unstable to land the ships, you'll need to jump.
That's our cue. Let's go, Groot.
Don't worry! Once the thumpers are placed, we'll meet in the middle, and we'll capture the monster. Together.
Very well.
Thumper 1, done.
Sorry about that. I just had to quickly do something, so I literally just paused. But anyway, let's do this.
Meet you at the rendezvous point.
Oh my god, our first time playing. Like, actual
Laura.
playing.
Take care of my baby.
It's a ship, Peter, not a child.
Oh. Can you imagine?
Oh my
What?
god.
Pink Coupe? It's custom nano resin, designed to keep all this war stuff from floating away. I heard Novacore once wanted to cover entire planets in Novanet. Hey! Starboard! Wrong way!
You guys sure you don't need help?
Yep, very sure. Focus on your own task. Nah, it's totally safe. Now, can we please focus less on the toxic goo and more on all this cool war junk it's holding together? I didn't mean toxic. More, don't put it in your mouth toxic.
It is strange. I have not encountered any corpses in the wreckage.
Probably got disintegrated when their ships went kaboom. Or the nanoresin absorbed them.
I'm thinking that big cylinder thing is our rendezvous.
Yeah, that's the mining rig.
So weird seeing it all clustered together like this. Bits and pieces of a war that spanned the entire galaxy held together by pink goo.
Ebrium-based nanoresin.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's a lot to take in.
Just imagine what kind of blasters the Shatari had to use to wreck some of these frigates. Oh, look! Yellow and blue! Looks like an old Novacore frigate. Nice!
Dude, people probably died on that ship.
Killjoy, why'd he even bring us here if the place is so sacred? I can name at least a dozen planets with monsters on them, so...
Don't know if you noticed, Rocket, but people aren't exactly falling over themselves to hire us.
Oh, I have noticed.
If this job pans out, sure we'll get money, but also a rich new client. We need to impress Lady Hellbender with a monster she's interested in, not just any old critter.
Which is why we should have gone after Fin Fang Foom.
I'm okay.
Ha! Almost made yourself a very late war casualty.
Not funny.
You know, I like this. This is fun. The three of us, hanging out, just like when we started this gig, before you-know-who joined us. I do not hate everybody. I tolerate Quill.
Come on, Rocket. Drax and Gamora are valued additions to the team.
You're only saying that because she's listening.
Is that why your plan has Drax and I taking the ship?
Maybe. Hey, can't a guy want to spend some quality time with his friends?
Whoa!
Pretty sure that way's a dead end.
You sure?
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
How can you even tell?
Just trust me, all right? Hey, group, you think we could find pieces of the Trion Shard in here? You never heard of the Trion Shard? Pyramid of pure evil that corrupts everything. it
Oh,
comes
we
in
found our
contact
first collectible. Look at that.
with. Making things up. Name one time I ever made something up.
How'd you even know the other way was a dead end?
Because, unlike you, I have a very keen sense of direction.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Didn't scare you, did I?
No?
Aw. You were worried. That's cute.
Shut up, both of you.
All good, no worries. Watch your step, guys. This junk isn't as stable as you think. Take that, brittle stuff.
Ugh, I hate these ship-eating parasites.
Gross.
Nice splatter. Hey, 50 units says I can clear more of these suckers than you.
As if. Whoa, what the? Rocket, did you do that?
The scoreboard? You like it? Hacked it into your visor cover last time you took a snooze.
You hacked into my stuff?
Considering how many times I fixed the flarkin' thing, it might as well be my stuff. Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up ahead. I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole where this ship's cockpit used to be. Well, that's grim. Amazing! I should have been recording. Bridge over, Bruce. I want to see this alive. I don't know, but he's twitching. Larkin, Scott stained, Quill. You okay down there?
Yep. Yeah, just, thought I saw a shortcut.
Right.
Go ahead without me. I'll catch up.
Ow.
Okay, there's a crapped out Nova Corps missile bay just on the other side. We'll meet you there.
Yellow and blue missile bay. Got it.
Trying to bring the whole place down, Quill.
I shot a thing.
I got it. First tool in the old toolbox.
Now this brings back memories.
Oh. Guardian collectible found.
Hey, Gamora, make sure the Milano don't get stuck in any of this resin.
She did. Wrench the ship free.
Oh.
Little guy.
You dead, Quill? We can hear your woodsy squeal even without the car.
Little busy. Crap! That's cheating. You guys should have seen that. It was this weird blobby thing. Not falling for this again. It's so jiggly!
Ah, the hallmark of a slump.
Popped another one!
Boing. Bye.
It's his fault for falling.
Okay. Best way to deal with them, just kick them.
Quill nearly got himself eaten by a blob or something. Should have heard him squeal.
You must fight with dignity, Peter Quill.
Or at least die with it.
Not funny.
How much of the war did you see, Rocket?
Only the bits that happened as I was doing other jobs. Great thing about a war, nobody was paying much attention. Me and Groot could do pretty much whatever we wanted.
You were a profiteer.
I was making the best of a bad situation.
Oh, I'm blind. Couldn't see this. Anyway, let's see. Make sure I don't miss anything.
Hey, Drax, what makes you so sure this Hell Lady is gonna buy our monster?
Her name is Lady Hellbender. Her collection of rare creatures is outdone only by the wealth she showers on those who procure them.
Quill, we got a lot riding on your gal pal's mystery monster tip. I hope she's legit. Like, you could even tell if she had an honest face. Yeah, she did smell like flowers.
If we set up all these thumpers and no monster shows, we'll just need to salvage what scrap we can and haul it.
Mother of Scott!
Are you kidding me?
Son of a schmack! That was too close! You okay, Groot? Well,
We're fine, but we can't jump that.
you don't gotta jump. There's a sturdy support beam on this side. Get Groot to grow a bridge across. Just ask him nicely. He does it for me all the time.
All right, Groot. Let's see that cool viney thing. It's one hell of a party trick, big guy.
More ship eaters. Oh, they're everywhere. All right, back to business. Boom! Right under your nose, Quill. Nova Centurions probably had to tow all the scrap to one place. Hey, Greenies, you see any blue and gold ships out there, you will let us know.
We have seen many such ships.
He means active ones. We haven't talked about what to do if we run into a Nova patrol.
We'll restrain them until you're done here.
Bad idea. Those cops are all connected through their stupid helmets.
If you see cops, you get my ship out of here, even if it means leaving us behind.
Flark that!
Trust me, I've dealt with Nova Corps before, even helped them catch real criminals. I can talk my way out.
You think the Milano can outrun a fully powered Nova Centurion?
She's done it before.
All this firepower. Now it's all just scrap. Yeah. Sorry, bud.
Sorry about... Okay, here we go.
All right, set her down right there. Yep, one to go. Flark! No! No! Flark and Skaggy! You're attacking batteries fried, that's what's wrong. Maybe you put it down too hard.
Let's just find a solution.
The solution's a new battery, with a charge.
Okay, we're on what's left of a ship. Full of ship things. Gotta be things that power ship things around here, right?
Yeah. Maybe you're gonna want to use your visor for this. You find a replacement while I finish scraping the fried wires.
Found something with a charge. Kinda looks like a spacey car battery.
Lucioid or xenon cell.
Okay, this thing isn't gonna zap me, right?
The chance is minuscule, at best. You'll be fine.
Here you go.
That'll do nicely. Just let me tinker a bit. I'll have to do some tweaking once I see how much juice this thing puts out. So watch my back.
Watch it from what? Rocket! Help me scramble some critters!
No, Scott! If I don't rewire this fast... Fucking monster things! Everyone get ready! How long does it take to shoot, Scott?
Savor the joy of parachuting!
Don't feel bad, buddy! They started it!
I don't think they're too fond of us either!
Oh, a big purple one.
Thanks for the heads up, bud!
Hold them down, crew!
Come on, you hunk of scum!
Take your time, not like we're busy here!
We're just killing party favors! Move it!
Sorry to burst your bubble!
If I don't fix this thing, they'll keep coming. Done. We're all plugged in.
Wow, just in time.
I'd like to see you fix it next time. Come on, 2 down, 2 to go. I don't see any way out of the missile bay except that passage, bud. Will, we found a way out. Groot's wondering if the reward's gonna be worth all the risk we're taking for this job. Me and Groot are nearly unkillable, but what if the rest of you don't make it out alive?
Guys, this job is a huge deal. It's for the freaking monster queen of Seknarf 9. She just doesn't know it yet. We pull this off, and we're...
Lady Hellbender's intergalactic monster anglers?
Man, that thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
That's a Kree Sentry, a robot, but it would have been space-worthy.
That ain't even the biggest one. They designed at least 5 experimental models twice that size.
Impressive, but I can fly circles around something that big. Give me a fast and sexy M-class scout over those things any day.
I do appreciate that sweet Ravager pirate tech. She's made for hit and runs. And boy, can she run.
She can hit too.
There's always room for more firepower, Quill. That Sentry probably took on whole fleets. This old Kree tech gets me wondering, where would I be now? Butt studs managed to keep me locked into their half-world experiments. Yeah, chances are you'd be climbing over bits of me right now.
Rocket, think you can hack that thing? Bring it closer?
It's dead, Quill.
Groot, need you to shoot a bridge right into that eye socket.
Now, I want to see you do that to something in combat. Wait, is that? Yes! I'm about to win this bet, Quill! How do we know the monster we're looking for ain't one of these things we already killed?
We're inside a giant robot head.
And I got robot parts inside my head.
Robot parts inside your head. Inside a giant robot.
Hey, Groot, what do you think I should do when I win this bet? I mean with the units he'll owe me once I win.
Oh,
How's that bet going over there?
I am crushing this.
Just you wait. I'll be catching up in no time. I can hear your visor working. Better not be cheating on our bet, Quill.
How can you hear that?
Don't congratulate him.
Well, I know what I'll be doing with my winnings. I'm saving up for our next stop on Contraxia to get one of those Zeronian massages. Found a nest! Maybe this is the Parasite Clubhouse!
Exactly. You suck, Starshot. Let's see. When I beat Quill, I'm gonna get my hands on some rotating hypercircuits.
Boo! No one knows what those are!
No, we can't take the giant robot home. And believe me, that's a painful sentence for me to say. I'm having the time of my life. Quill, shoot down the nest if you're having fun. Speaks for itself.
What do you think, Drax? Should we get in on this bet? Think of all the hyper circuits you could buy.
Are you making fun of me?
I do not wish to acquire hypercircuits.
You know what, Quill? I think it's unfair. You got 2 guns, I got 1. I think my points should count double from now on.
That's cheating!
Then lose the second pistol. All right. Thumper goes there, Quill.
It's not gonna piss off every critter around, right?
Sorry, Quill. Not taking no chances after the last one. I gotta test it real quick.
Not again.
Oh,
Rocket! I only flipped the switch off. Gotta love that kill radius. We're just killing party favorites.
oh, let's go.
Oh, come on! Now we gotta deal with jump slugs?
Don't gawk at it. Shoot it.
Very helpful, thanks!
You're welcome. Now stop distracting me. Stop.
Groot, you're up! Wipe them out! We really need to test these things?
Appreciate the confidence in my work, but yes. I knew I was missing all the fun last time.
Don't forget about that thumper!
Good! Use that beer! Kill them all!
Rocket! Go wild! How are there this many of them?
Don't let them swarm you!
Not a chance! I've done way more!
Nice splatter, Rocket!
I know, right? What was that worth? 5 points?
It's like that.
Sure I can. Hey, Green? Team, looks like we're done installing our bumper.
Great job. We'll meet you at the mining ship.
All right. Mining rig is right there. Of course it's secure. As secure as a broke-down Chitauri shipwreck's ever gonna be. Yes, the resin can hold a stupid warship. I'm telling you, it's totally safe. See? I'll even prove it. Huh? Look at this.
Rocket!
Oh, fuck.
Nice jump!
No, no! Ah! Groot! Groot!
Ow.
Groot! Buddy, you're okay!
Fine. You flarkin' piece of moldy driftwood! You could have died saving me! I love you too, you selfless son of a chug. Come on, Cole. He says he'll meet us at the mining ship. I don't want to make him wait.
That's it? We're not going after him?
He says it's fine. We'll meet him later.
Team Rocket, is everything okay? The signal just went dark.
His radio must have broke when he fell.
Groot just took a different path. He must have fell and broke his radio.
Yeah, that's it.
Why take a different path?
Team Rocket over. Hope that got rid of him. Sounds like Green Team's off our backs. Now we can stop worrying about that dumb accident. Groot's fine anyways. There's nothing to worry about.
Whatever, right? Like you said, Groot's fine. Everything is fine.
Exactly. We're all fine.
Sure, fine. Groot could have reached that. Really missed the big twig right now.
You and me both.
Man, if that afterburner kicked on right now, we'd be toast.
Let's hope it don't, because we have to find a way through this thing.
Crap. This turbine's right in the way. Gotta get through it. These things open up to let gas through, right?
Yep. You saying we're the gas?
Today we are, if we can get it open. There's a drone access tunnel over here. Can you squeeze in there?
Knew it. Rocket, fix the thing. Rocket, clean up the mess. Rocket, crawl into the mystery hole.
See anything?
Yeah, a manual override.
Team Rocket, we hit a snag. One of our summer points was covered in resin, so we're gonna fly around and scout another spot.
Just make sure the new spot's as close as possible to the original one. Because of maps and angles.
Great. Another turbine.
Yeah, that is how these things are usually built.
And
Someone's been practicing.
come on, get out of here.
We're back on track. The mining ship ain't too far.
Think Groot's already ahead of us?
Maybe. Hope he didn't get distracted.
Crap!
It wasn't me this time, I swear! I don't like this!
One for me!
That point don't count if we're dead! I'm gripping this thing with muscles I didn't even know I had!
Where's...
Oh! Larkin, son of a...
I told you I saw that.
Great timing. How did you guys?
Good to see you two. You're gonna want to cross the ship as fast as you can. We're seeing a lot of movement.
Yeah, Scott's getting real violent out here.
Just try to hold her still for us.
That's not gonna be an option soon.
This position is untenable.
Drax says hurry it up, Peter. Incoming! Watch out! What? Hang on!
We perished.
Too much debris! That things are out of here!
No! Keep running!
Stop larking around, man!
Really?
Well, this way!
Team Rocket! Can you make it inside?
Yeah. All in one piece.
Got it.
Crap!
What?
My visor went supernova. Is it broken?
Overloaded sounds like. Must be some kind of residual energy in here.
Oh, come on! Larkin tensor joint, just neat. Wiggle V.
Okay, so life support's booting back up. What's it look like out there?
Oh, mother of space barnacles.
Huh, the Soul Stone.
Quill, you okay?
Yeah, it's just... Man.
Well, that's concerning.
What was that?
It's a swarm of old cleaner bots. Maybe.
Old cleaner bots.
I don't know.
Die, weird floating thing!
Groot!
You okay, buddy? Sorry about the shooting.
Yeah, thought you were that freaky thing we accidentally released.
We saw some cleaner bots accidentally at a distance. We're totally all right. It just ran away when it saw us, right? Well,
Rocket, I'm not so sure that swarm thing was inoffensive. I feel kind of bad about releasing it.
Quill took a pot shot at this massive worm nest. A chunk of something fell off and the big floaty creature came out of it. That's all. So, Groot, you run into any trouble getting into the rig? Good. I was pretty worried about you. Green team better be showing up soon. You didn't see them? Here you go. Rendezvous coordinates are that way. But we'll have to find a way around the rubble.
I'll try to find a side passage.
Look at this old beauty. A table. This is a vintage Model T engineering workbench. They don't make them sturdy like that no more. Hey, come on, Quill. Let's see if this beauty still works. Maybe I can fix up your gear. Hey, hand me that part.
Let's go. Okay, each perk requires specific components to craft. Available perks are displayed when you activate it. Okay, cool.
You know, with just one exit.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Rapid reload. Yep.
Doing. Done. Done in record time. All right, it's all yours. Yeah, there's a way through, if we can clear out that crud. That's one stubborn bunch of lore. Try that quick cooldown I installed, so you can keep helping.
Oh yeah! Nailed it! And thanks for the upgrade.
Perfectly safe, right?
I don't trust your definition of safe. Seems a little wobbly. You guys hang back a sec.
Well, Scott!
This place is crawling with ugly. Guys, I'm not alone down here.
Gotta deal with it. We'll look our way around.
Holy crap! This is the most punchable thing I've ever seen.
Hey! More of those, pigs!
There's always more roaches. Man, Rocket, you really missed out. That was amazing.
Team Rocket! Finally. We couldn't hear you before. Something about the mining shift been messing up our comms.
Yeah, something really ain't right in here. And Quill fell down another hole.
Another one. I'm parking the Milano, but Drax is out there searching for you.
Maybe you'll find Quill before we do. We're trying to catch up to him.
Guys, we really need to get better at the buddy system.
He is not my buddy. I will find you, Peter Quill. Describe your surroundings.
Old metal, old mining equipment, just old.
Noted. Quill, I have located some old equipment. Let's see you.
This whole place is old equipment.
Does not narrow my search.
I wonder if Rocket knows what this is.
You two have any luck?
It is not a question of luck.
Peter, make some noise so we can find you.
Drax? Drax!
Hey, you want to mute your comms if you're gonna scream your lungs out?
Oh my god.
Whoa, another freaky thing!
Outbreaking. Kill it.
You read my mind. It refuses to die. I can barely scratch it.
Kill it harder.
I'm killing it as hard as I can.
Ow.
Really use a tag team.
Peter Quill, hide behind me! I will protect you!
Nobody's hiding. Drax, sack him!
Any clue how I find you guys?
It is acceptable! Listen for the great sounds of battle!
Hope Gamora can find us too.
I'm thinking you'll be hard to miss. Drax, where are you? Did that your blaster?
Sure did.
Save some for me.
Not gonna be a problem.
My turn!
Let's see that sword.
Time's up! Crab's dead! Going to kill something else!
Okay, yeah, she's
Indeed.
dead.
Your greenies found Quill yet?
Found and saved.
Hey,
Go on ahead then. We'll catch up. Just making a pit stop.
if we can get this thing down, it should give us the extra height we need. All right. Pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It's a possibility. Maybe try something else.
Let's see that fancy footwork, Gamora.
Bet you can't do this.
That is physically impossible.
Drax, think you can heft that container?
Behold the might of a Catathian warrior! Remember this moment should you ever think of crossing me, assassin.
All right, Rocket. We're back on track.
Oh, yeah, good for you. It ain't stealing if it's abandoned. Flock.
Rocket. Drax, this one's all you. Need your muscles again, Drax.
Do not fall victim to indecision, Peter Quill.
Need some help moving, Drax. You can put it down here.
I am on my way.
ho, Drax.
With ease.
Here's good.
Understood.
Just looking in every nook and cranny. Right, let's see.
Rocket.
Perhaps he has located our monster.
We don't even know what it looks like. The intel was extremely vague.
It wasn't vague, it was rushed. It's probably some cute little...
Nightmarish abomination.
Lady Hellbender is a renowned warrior. The ideal specimen to reflect that strength.
Like I said, something scary.
I disagree. Strength is endearing.
With a name like Hellbender, Gamora's probably right. It's gotta be something scary.
Nightmarish. A proper apex predator.
Snarling and nasty. More teeth than all of us combined. Bat-like wings with razor tips. Probably spits poison or acid.
Or acidic poison.
I hope all these are true. I yearn for a worthy challenge.
Ever see the remains of the planet after one of these things landed?
They mine whole planets?
Everybody needed war resources as fast as possible. Many systems out there are now just scattered debris.
Were those systems uninhabited?
Depends on who's doing the drilling.
There is a distinct sensation navigating this wreck. Catathians call it the Shadow's Gaze.
Now that you mention it, I have felt like I was being watched.
Perhaps our prey is stalking us. I say, let it come.
Let's continue. I keep doing that, don't I?
You know, I've seen these big mining ships before, but I don't remember ever seeing a Cathathian starfighter in the war.
Kratos ordered his invaders to raise most of our...
Well, you got some time. We got company.
Is this from the Last Supper?
We haven't even placed it yet. This place is crawling with monsters. They're food for our quarry, and we'll not be far behind.
Let's just focus on not becoming food ourselves! You're right! This isn't working! Clark! It's like we woke up the whole ship!
There is honor even in defeat.
Just hang in there! Riptide and petrified! Lights out, eyeballs! Guys, huddle up!
It feels like they're everywhere, laughing at us.
And yet, we cannot retreat.
No one wants to retreat, big guy, but I gotta say, it's fucking scary out there, Quill.
Forknard's on the field, danger on all sides. Then it's time we stand and face it, and make sure they're nullified. Are we heroes to be laughed at? No! I'll laugh at them instead. Who's with me?
Time them!
About time!
My great strength goes underutilized.
Just gotta feel the beat!
I got all these toys, I'm just dying for you! Cover your ears!
Chop them, show them
Cut
some
to
muscle!
pieces!
Okay, that was easy.
Easy for you to say! You've got a pointy
On
stick!
our monster, I am engorged with the thrum of battle.
spot. Last thumper spot is this way.
How do you know?
My senses are fine-tuned to measure even the tiniest vibration.
Really?
No, I'm tracking it on my display.
Looks like it's still got some juice. Give it a go, Rocket.
Watch a genius at work.
You are a miracle worker, man.
This tech was built by people who make holes in giant floating space rocks. It's almost insulting. Yeah. This is it. Last spot.
Can't wait to be out of here. This place feels like it's about to collapse on itself.
I cannot wait to meet our monster.
I thought you were mostly interested in meeting the buyer.
She is a respectable collector.
Is it working?
Yeah, don't worry, Sunshine.
Ow! Is it, doing it?
What?
It appears to be broken.
Ain't nothing broke. That's the sound it's supposed to make.
What sound?
You can't hear that.
Hear what?
Our monster has arrived.
I see it.
Good. Oh, crap, the door, Works. Let's catch our monster. Man, that thing's fast!
Don't let it get behind you. It could be poisonous.
Lady Hellbender will pay extra if it is poisonous.
Rocket! That's the guy behind.
Good thinking, Quill.
Crash! Destroy!
Die!
Chop, chop, Gamora!
You don't stand it. We should have brought a net.
Guardians perform without a net. It's got nowhere left to hide.
But it can still run. Gotta be some way to slow it down.
Tie him down!
What the flark is that?
Not a monster.
It's more matted than an Asgardian goat.
And this pathetic creature to the monster queen of Seknarf 9. She will laugh at us.
Maybe we can use it as bait.
I knew those thumpers wouldn't work.
What? My thumpers are state-of-the-art. Musclehead's the one who rushed at the first thing that came through the door.
My head is not made of muscle.
What the? You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes. Now that is a monster.
All right. Enough with the warm-up. Time to catch us a real monster. Let's get paid.
What in hell's name is that?
Definitely not cleaner bots.
Watch it!
The whole place is crapping out. We gotta get out of here, now!
Curse these volatile ruins!
Drax, go! Hold on to your butts, people! Rocket,
I was not
hit the
expecting
music!
him
On
to
it.
fly.
Focus on
The ship.
flying, Peter.
Someone play this man a song!
Now we're talking!
Watch the ship!
I'm watching!
You ain't! Drax, what are you doing?
I am holding my buttocks as Peter Quill instructed.
Watch it!
Someone give me a hand. Am I right?
How about one upside the head? Heads up!
We have debris incoming!
Blow it away, Quill!
Time to thread the needle.
Don't even think about it!
Quickest way through is through.
Peter!
with a guilty conscience, assassin.
Don't you get goo on my ship!
My shit!
Oh, that's it. Let me drive. You're gonna get us killed.
We're not dead yet.
Maybe we are, and this is hell.
Do not be ridiculous. This place lacks the eternal frost of Sarduth.
Your hell is frozen?
Steels do not like to be cold.
Try putting on a shirt.
See? Peace, so.
Brute says watch out!
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
You gonna take the control?
No, I got this.
Clearly.
Shit! Don't get us killed, Will. There's still so much stuff I want to steal.
Blue button.
Secret boosters I added!
Things while I'm asleep.
Punch it, Peter.
Now is not the time for hand-to-hand combat.
Whoa! Fuck yeah! Definitely a fan of the blue button.
We're shot on all sides. We ain't gonna make it!
We'll make it. Maybe.
There's the exit.
See? Home stretch.
Our last breath.
Yeah! And that's what I call a win, people.
How's that a win? Our monster just got eaten.
Whatever you can fly away from.
Means you screwed up because you had to fly away from it.
Novacore, please don't be Novacore. Please don't be Novacore.
It is Novacore.
Well, that's not good. We got caught.
It's a patrol ship. Designation, Hala's Hope.
Did you say Hala's Hope?
There's this thing I gotta do. I'll be right back.
We need to get rid of that animal. Now. I'm serious, Peter. If it stays on the ship, we all go to prison.
No one's going to jail. It's a harmless space llama thingy.
Harmless? Remember Inakubi?
Not really, no.
That's because they scorched the planet because an idiot smuggled in an Exelon.
I will eject the beast into space.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not ejecting anything. It'll make us look guilty.
It could be carrying Zephron's disease.
Which is why Drax is gonna hide in the secret cargo compartment behind Groot's plants.
Peter, Jason, Quill.
Really? My middle name? Hey, Corell! How you doing? How long's it been? 2-3 years? You look good. You been tanning?
This is a new low, Peter. Even for you.
Corell, I swear it's not what it looks like.
That you're a junker trespassing in the most restricted area of space? Who consorts with thieves and murderers, apparently.
Hey, killing people for money ain't murder, lady.
Funny story, actually. The nav crapped out and routed us through the quarantine zone.
Your navigation malfunctioned.
What can I say? As soon as we noticed the error, we plotted a course out, and that's when you showed up.
Right.
Peter Quill. I found these items in the space that you told me about. There was not enough room for both the other thing and these.
Peter Quill, of planet C-53, under Galactic Law ZXP-47, I am putting you and your crew under arrest for
Actually, can I call you back?
What?
Please tell me that is not a crate of super illegal tech.
It is a crate of super illegal tech, which also happens to be very valuable.
Really?
What? We're on a Ravager ship. Even the Flarkin bulkheads are stolen.
Well, we can't fit both in the compartment.
I will eject the crate into space.
Eject the crate and I melt your face! The Milano's weapon systems are 4 generations behind, Quill. We need that tech, more than we need some stupid farm animal.
That farm animal could be a Class 3 biohazard. You want to end up in the kiln?
Hide Rocket's crate.
Peter! You're willing to gamble on a space llama thingy?
I'll convince Corell the llama's harmless. She knows me.
And I know Corel.
Not like I did.
You slept with a cop?
She wasn't a cop back then. The point is, I can get us out of this, guys. You just gotta trust me. Oh, and that would be your boarding party. Just speak to Centurion Corel.
Silence, prisoner. Theater has no time to meet with law-breaking pirates like you.
That's just it. We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
Yeah, that's right. You check those records, Buckethead. Novacore licensing permit 67398-2.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No. Rocket.
Let Groot fill out the paperwork. I fixed it with an addendum.
Not the most well-known heroes you could hire, but definitely in the top 5 of most awesome names. Contributing members. Groot, a Flora Colossus. Last of his kind, fearless in a firefight, an awesome best friend. Rocket, bona fide super genius and a wizard with explosives. Definitely not a raccoon. Gamora, adopted daughter of Thanos, deadliest woman in the galaxy. Need we say more? Drax the Destroyer, convicted serial murderer and galactic war hero, often grumpy. Last and definitely least, Peter Jason Quill.
That's it? That's all you wrote?
There was a character limitation.
Sorry, excuse me, I just need to...
Cadet Gold, what are you doing here?
Oh, you don't know? Really? It says right here. Prisoner processing training. I'm your official trainee.
Aren't you a little young for the Corps?
Aren't you a little old for that hairdo?
I should check with the captain.
No. No. She definitely signed off on this. You know how thorough she is about signing stuff? And if I may, sir, the real concern here is Regulation 7A regarding prisoner footgear. That one's jet boots are in clear violation.
They're decorative.
Good work, Cadet Gold.
Great. There goes Plan B.
We don't need a plan B. I got this.
No, you do not got this, pirate. I got this. Now fall in line.
Time to go, prisoner.
Watch the jacket.
Cadet Gold, you know the arrest protocols?
All memorized, sir. First thing we do...
First thing you do is apologize. We're legitimate business-like folk on legitimate-like business.
We're not hunting an illegal creature in illegal space.
There's so much wrong with this arrest. A, no way a kid should be here.
An official trainee.
And B, I'm very, very close friends with the captain.
Hold it right here. Is there a problem?
Yes, no faith energy, no power. No power, no containment. A single spark.
The techs are looking at it. They say that.
They cannot even fathom. How can they fix what they cannot understand?
Put the Grand Unifier's mind at ease. Run the scanners again.
What the flark is a Grand Unifier?
Grand Unifier Raker. Leader of the Church of Universal something. He was floating dead in the quarantine zone. Looking for God.
All right, pirates. Let's go.
We caught him just like we caught you.
Difference is, I know the captain. As I was saying, if you just tell the captain that
Mom explicitly said she doesn't want to see you.
Yeah, Quill.
Wait.
Just to be super clear on the mom
touch
thing.
Hold on! Quill!
Peter!
Hold on to something, Quill! No!
Hey, kiddo, you there? Nova girl!
Yeah, I think so. Let me just see if I can...
Hold on! Wish I...
Sure?
Jet boots! Gold, was it?
Nikki?
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Nikki. Okay, Nikki, here's the plan. You're gonna jump and grab my legs while I hold on for dear life.
That doesn't sound like...
Trust me, kiddo. We got this. See? This is weird. I'm home. Doing great.
Okay. That was kind of amazing, huh?
Whoa! Thanks.
Mom wouldn't be impressed if I lost my first prisoner.
Your mom, right?
Come on. We need to get out of here. There's a glass door around the corner. We'll be safe there. Here. Help me with this. Ready?
Together. On 3, 2, 1. Go! Go! Yeah. Okay.
We need to keep moving. This
Yeah,
way.
Nikki?
Whoa.
Just stay
I knew there was
close.
something wrong about that church. Who goes fishing for God in a junkyard?
Oh man, this is bad.
Just give me a sec.
You know, I could probably help with the door if we undid these cuffs.
Regulation 3B. Never undo restraints.
Come on, you clearly need my help.
No! You're my prisoner, and I got this.
Obviously.
Ah! Okay, we're gonna have to find another way.
We sure there isn't a way through here?
I'm in charge here.
Whoa! You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Oh, dandy.
Okay, this way.
Shouldn't we be going up? Back toward the others?
There's another glass.
Are you kidding me?
Relax, you're fine-ish.
I mentioned how useful my jet boots would be right now.
Okay, I can do this.
Not to rush you or anything.
Almost there. Can you please stop squirming? I'm trying to focus.
Okay, okay.
Yes! Got it! Through here.
Whew. Nice work.
Thanks. You didn't do too bad yourself, pirate.
Only Star-Lord. Or Peter, or, you know, Nova Cadet Butt Saver.
Okay. Peter. So, listen. I have some good news and some bad news about your friends.
Start with the bad, I guess.
Your friends have been processed and put in the brig.
So what's the good news?
They're not dead. One of them actually seems really active. Flark! Pipes must have burst.
Should we try using that thingamajig of yours to call someone?
We don't need help. I know what I'm doing. Now help me block this fire so we can get through.
Sure. Just that everyone must be worried. Captain's kid goes missing.
Captain's kid is still a corpsman.
Easy does it.
There, see? You don't need to worry about me. Enough people around here do that already.
Look, as the adult in the room,
Yeah, adult isn't exactly how my mom described you.
how did Corel describe me?
Liar. Juvenile.
Is that robot wearing makeup?
What? Oh, yeah. That's just it's. I know all the bots down here. They're kind of my friends, I guess. I reprogrammed most of them.
And gave them faces.
Maybe.
No, I mean it's cool. Gives them personality. Very cool.
Come on, this way. Okay, wow. That's just blatantly gonna ignore me and go crawling into a dead end. Regulation 2B. Prisoners must stay close at all times.
Really got them all memorized, don't you? Does your mom know you play down here?
Probably not. But what else am I gonna do? Not like there's any other kids on board.
You know, I didn't have a lot of friends at your age either. Granted, I was in prison, but still.
So Mom was right about you.
It was a Shatari prison. I was just a kid.
I have so many questions. Were your parents in prison too?
No, my mom, died. I didn't know my dad.
How do you know my mom, exactly?
We fought together on Mercury during the war. She is a real spitfire.
More like real controlling. And bossy and judgmental? You're just a kid, Nikki. You don't know what's good for you, Nikki. Stay out of the escape pods, Nikki.
I kinda know what you mean.
You do?
This is a new low, Peter. Even for you, Peter. It's restricted space, Peter.
Yep, that's her. Okay, almost there.
Almost where?
You'll see.
Let's carry on. Go this way. Let's see what we can find.
Where do you think you're going?
Just making sure this place is safe and secure from the, you know, fire.
Any day now.
Right. Just taking it all in.
This way.
No, I'm gonna go this way.
I'm still in charge here, you know?
Are you?
It's a dead end. Trust me.
Of course I trust you.
Clearly.
This another one of your bots?
Yeah, her name's Jocasto. She keeps an eye out for stuff. Invaders, trespassers, prisoners who keep wandering off. A quick reminder that only one of us knows the way out.
Could have fooled me. Are you sure this is the quickest way to the brig?
I thought you didn't want to go to the brig.
Okay.
Just trust me. I want to show you something.
If this is an attempt to escape your mom's ship, I really need to know, because I may or may not be super interested. Just really need to make sure it doesn't look like a kidnapping.
What? No.
Oh.
Let's keep going.
Wow.
Don't laugh.
No. This is cool. It's like your secret hideout, right? I definitely prefer this to the brig.
We're not staying. I just need to check on Ultimo. His gyros have been all screwy.
Take your time. Is this your mom? Single-handedly winning the war?
Obviously, I know she didn't do it by herself.
No. That final push was, it was a massive team effort.
Were you there?
I contributed to the war effort differently.
Pirating?
Raiding, which is, you know, the good kind of pirating. Is this Krelar?
Yeah. Long time ago. Kid stuff. I could do it way better now.
No, it's good. Morbid, but good. Hey, this is Mercury, right?
Uh-huh. It's supposed to represent this big battle Mom was part of. You said you were there, right?
Oh, yeah. Your mom was dead in the water until me and the Ravager showed up. You should really fix this.
You want me to draw you in?
In the interest of historical accuracy. Something tells me you and Rocket would get along. Or really not get along. One of those two.
The raccoon thing? Yeah. He seemed real charming.
I just mean he's also really into all this tech stuff.
Nice.
Need a hand?
Nope. But thanks. I'm almost done. Almost finished. Hey! Secret stuff. Off limits.
No adults. I get it.
Anyway, I'm all done here. We should probably get back before Mom completely freaks.
Yeah, I've seen your mom overreact before.
It's like I'm not a kid anymore, you know?
Tell me about it.
So, you get where I'm coming from, right? Like, if you do end up talking to my mom, the subject of me happens to come up.
You don't want her to know about your secret hideout. I get it.
Yes. And also everything else.
Everything else, like...
Like me having a passkey that overrides parts of the ship. The whole official trainee thing. Me being anywhere near the hangar bay. You know, just me in general. You never saw me.
Need a hand?
Yes! Got it! Mom? I can...
Nikki.
I'm fine. Mom, seriously. A-okay. Barely a scratch.
What in Hollis' name were you thinking? Sneaking out with an arresting squad. Running around with criminals.
Alleged criminals.
You almost died. Do you have any idea how grounded you are right now?
Mom! You promised to give me more leeway.
Leeway doesn't mean lying to my officers. Or sneaking around behind my back.
Look, it's my fault some guy's ship blew up.
Restricted areas are restricted for a reason.
You treat me like a prisoner.
You're a child! Are you even listening?
Whoa, whoa. We've all been through a lot today. Let's just all take a deep breath and recognize that maybe we've all made some mistakes.
Make sure the fire is out and the hangar's secure.
Yes, Commander.
And find out why that churchman's shuttle exploded.
Grand Unifier Raker has been less than cooperative.
Make him cooperate. And you two? With me.
I knew you'd overreact. You always overreact. Even Peter was saying so.
Oh, he was he? I suspect Peter misspoke, something he often tends to do. So I suggest you worry less about what he said and more about what I'm saying now.
For what it's worth, Nikki totally saved my butt. She handled herself really well. You have every reason to be proud of her.
Coming from you, Peter, it's worth extraordinarily little.
Why are you being mean to him? Just listen to what he's saying.
I don't care what he's saying.
Upper level. Captain's quarters.
Finally.
Initiate lockdown.
Lockdown initiated.
What, are you gonna kill us?
In theory, these doors don't open until I say so.
Yeah, I know how lockdown works.
I don't think you do, because somehow you keep bypassing every security measure on this ship, and I want to know how. Or you can just show me.
Mom! I seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, this reminds me of the last time I was stuck in an elevator. I was with this Shi'ar girl, and she...
Ew! What is wrong with you?
She was a lovely person.
Someone, please get me out of here.
No one leaves until you tell me what I want to know.
You already know everything.
No, I don't. I know you're a magnet for danger, and that you somehow keep getting caught in restricted areas of this ship.
I'm small. Okay? I fit into places.
Being small doesn't get you past security, or through the hangar bay checkpoint.
There was that system-wide glitch, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, security was down for a while.
No, it wasn't.
Seemed pretty down to me.
Are you seriously lying for a 12-year-old right now?
12? Oh wow, I thought she was at least 16.
Peter!
What? She really knew her stuff. She's a smart kid.
Too smart. She keeps bypassing security. Unless you have a level 6 access to my ship all of a sudden? Didn't think so. Nicolette Gold, empty your pockets.
No. You empty your pockets.
Nikki?
It was me. Yeah, all those locked doors back there, I hacked them.
You hacked them?
Yeah, I'm a hacker now. I hack stuff. You know, beep bop boop, boop boop beep.
I told him it was restricted.
That doesn't explain the falsified orders.
I don't know what to tell you, Mom. Your security staff have been sleeping on the job. All I know is I'm not hiding anything. I wouldn't do that.
To be continued. Disengage lockdown.
So, can I go help secure the hangar now?
No, you can go back to your quarters and you can stay there for the next 30 rotations.
But Mom!
I can make it 30 cycles.
Nice. I'm so glad I sided with Nikki on that.
So, rough day, huh? Exploding shuttles, quarantine zone trespassers, missing kid.
I have no idea.
Chewie. I can't believe you still have him. Can't believe you survived. Mercury's what, like 1,000 degrees?
More like 1,000 cycles ago. You can keep him if you want. He is yours.
Hey, I ordered him to look out for you. Expect him to keep doing his job. Especially, you now have a daughter, apparently. 12-year-old daughter, who you didn't have during the war. 12 years ago when we...
Peter. When we picked up your ship, part of me was excited. At first. But then after all this time, you haven't changed. At all. You're still the same...
I've changed. Whatever the fine is, I'll pay. Just give me 3 cycles. Let me prove that I'm not still... whatever it is you're gonna finish that sentence with.
You're gonna pay 8,000 units in 3 cycles?
Wow, okay, that is a lot of money. I was thinking that maybe...
The fine's non-negotiable. My search party found a Class 2 biohazard wandering around your ship.
That's all they found, right? Okay. You'll get your money on time, no problem. This Guardians of the Galaxy thing, we are this close to getting it off the ground. And if I didn't have these handcuffs on, I would show you just how very close we are.
Why do I feel like I'll regret this?
No, come on, when have I ever... You won't regret it. Promise.
You've got 3 cycles, Peter. Not 4, not 5, 3. Contact me when you've got the units.
And if we don't?
The device we installed will deactivate your ship, and you will all go to prison.
Gotcha. We won't let you down.
What the hell, Peter? You said you could get us out of this.
I did. 8,000 units is a small price to...
8,000 units?
That is a tremendous sum.
Where are we gonna get that kind of money in 3 cycles?
By robbing a freaking bank, apparently.
Okay. So we got fined. So we have a Nova tracking thing on our ship that's gonna shut down our engines if we don't pay that fine in 3 cycles. At least we're not on a prisoner transport.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Allegedly.
Are you gonna let a little fine slow you down? And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter and cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
Here it comes.
Rocky, you're an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot. Guys, we're supposed to be a team. All we need to do is figure out how broke we are and come up with a plan. So check your quarters. Check between the sofa cushions. Check under the crafting bench. If you find any spare units lying around, grab them. I'll do the same in my quarters.
All right.
This is why you don't sleep with cops, Quill. They put bombs on my ship.
My ship.
I am watching you, rodent.
What's that supposed to mean?
It is common knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay, first off, I ain't a hoarder nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it, now.
There ain't nothing to fetch.
Peter Quill, tell the rodent that his selfishness endangers us all.
Rocket, we could really use any extra units you have.
How do I gotta spell it out for you? I don't got no units!
Fair enough.
You believe his lies?
Oh, I ain't lying. Now why don't you leave me alone and bother someone else instead?
I intend to.
What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room. So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
You're not still upset, are you?
It'd be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar? With the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Humy butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
Ha! Too bad you're broke, Quill. I should be charging you for all the times we saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia, Nowhere, Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again, Malador...
Okay, so I owe you. Big.
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scott wouldn't be scrounging for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd rather I turn you in.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up to you.
You better.
Hey, Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and... Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udonta, leader of the Ravagers Space Virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were. And they also weren't. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime. With you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Rider and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Well, well, well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
$37 units?
We appear to be 7,963 units short. If we intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill...
I know. We clearly need a plan.
And reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no
Set course
sacrifice.
for the Mako
I will
Star
sacrifice
system.
your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of
mature.
Kakarantara.
Guys! I think we should hear out Groot for once.
He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most...
I am Groot.
No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend.
I am...
Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He is cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I am Groot.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Come on. I don't want to.
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it.
The point is I think you'd make a fine monster. And we'll definitely need that tactical brain of yours to bust you out once you're in there. But just to be 100% sure, you're definitely okay with this.
Are you kidding? I can't wait to hold this over you.
All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
Say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Whoa.
He's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment. Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope.
Okay then.
Next time, I'm flying.
Monsters do not fly ships.
Rocket,
Monsters
rocket,
do
rocket,
whatever they
rocket.
want.
Don't you get all gloomy right now. Don't help.
Because your constant complaining does?
Why does this thing look so sinister?
Hey, who said you could touch that? I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a tour.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? It kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What? A raccoon?
Or not a raccoon?
You gotta understand. She was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line, that I stayed in line.
That sounds awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Rocket.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Damn. Painful. Right, let's see. I'm guessing it's... Nope, not there. Items? Guess not. Outfits. Oh, come on. Okay. Warlord. There we go. Social Lord. I don't know. Let's go with that. Why not?
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets? Paramitar did have a nice forest, because it was dry.
I am Groot.
No, we should not go. We got it. It's different.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof.
Of course. It had to be raining.
No, stop complaining, guys.
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good! We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
In fact, you ain't sure. Don't boat so good.
Ouch! Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord. We ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
We won't walk, we'll hike. It'll be fun. Woo! Team hiking trip.
That's just a fancy word for walking.
Come on, at least you won't be bored. We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. We must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed?
Of being direct, you child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon duplicity and dishonor.
Can we refocus here? We're here to trick some lady, not kill each other.
She's not just some lady. Lady Hellbender's a known warrior.
And the queen. And stinking rich.
Exactly. She's a stinking rich warrior queen businesswoman, and she won't be able to resist a good deal. Same as us.
Perhaps some of us.
If Lady Eighth is so...
That was way too close.
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
So we're still doing this?
Yes!
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get blown right off.
Good advice. Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought.
I thought you lived for danger.
Yeah,
We should have gone to Mako 4.
Hey, check out the old Resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys.
Yeah, not sure. But it ain't moving now.
Be wary, Rudy.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little... Ah!
It's not alone. Get ready.
Interesting. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Feel this? I was getting bored anyway.
Glad we can entertain you. Throw that, Drax!
Time to step back.
Talk to Drax!
Meet your maker! Let's exterminate them!
Oh man! Why would they have blades in them?
I don't know, but cutting into them is pretty fun, right?
The jelly is charging!
Keep them busy, Groot!
You should try stabbing them. Nice to meet you. Jelly's on the offensive.
Think these jiggle cubes go to jiggly heaven?
Destroy!
I don't know, but cutting into them is pretty fun, right? We need to get support.
Spikes are incoming!
What flavor do you think that one was?
I don't know, but cutting into them is pretty fun,
That's
right?
what a monster around here looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
They sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
There's a trail going through the jungle. Having fun?
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodents would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Will I continue ripping it apart?
No. I think we're good.
Great. We made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
I'm going to scout ahead. Try not to kill yourself on the way up.
There they are. Wing control.
All right, Rocket. That wing control panel's all yours. It still works.
Great. Everyone watch out for beeping red lights.
What? Why?
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it.
That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
Careful. Looks like something big moved through here. If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
We already had our monster. What's she tracking this thing for? For sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You are looking for trouble, assassin.
Ooh, mysterious.
Found something, Quill?
Yeah, some kind of cave. Maybe it's got hidden treasure. Please don't let there be a space baron here. And hello, mystery goo. Monster eggs. Yay. Okay, so note to self. If it looks like a monster cave and smells like a monster cave, and you're on a monster planet... No, Stay ready. Wow, fuck!
Did I miss it? What are we shooting?
Just some jelly dudes. I took care of it.
What?
Oh, yep. Let's get that.
Scott, I knew I should have come down earlier.
Wait, so where are you?
Cave with X. Where are you?
Still checking things out. This place is bigger than I thought. Nice hidden pep.
I ain't far, Quill. Scream really loud if you find another blob creature.
Will.
Hey, listen, while it's just the two of us.
What's up?
You're busy, exploring. Just meet me in the main cave when you're done looking around.
All right.
Okay, you know we have to put this on, right? It's much better than that outfit. Like, look at that. Much better.
Yeah, just a sec.
You done exploring, Quill? Cause, I really need to talk to you. There's something, personal I need to get off my chest.
All right, man, what's up?
Look, there's no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. I think I'm dying, Quill. Even with all these frickin' augmentations. Shut knows what else. I need to know that you'll take care of Groot for me.
I had no idea, man. Does Groot know?
No. And, you can't tell him. You gotta destroy him. If the day comes that just promise me you'll take care of Groot.
I promise.
And,
Are you...
and that,
Are you messing with me?
you know, say you'll bury me in the Milano.
Come on, the sooner we get the Lady Hellbender, the sooner we can focus on paying that stupid fine.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the one getting auctioned out.
What's this way? Or is that the way we just came? Oh, that's
these
the way we
tracks,
just came.
Gamora, you're just messing with us, right?
Peter Quill, I have found the way forward.
You sure, Drax?
No.
Good enough.
I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Yeah, I bet you are.
What's the weirdest monster you guys have seen?
I once saw a brood transformed Regalian wearing a Clintar parasite.
You could fit a lot of teeth into a head that
This is further proof that we are not welcome.
Turn back every time we ain't wanted. We never go in.
Good point.
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Her name is Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, Gamora.
If we want an audience, we'll have to start showing some respect.
This from the guy who called me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
An accurate description. We all know which harlot spawned first.
Gamora's actually adopted, so not even that accurate.
Yeah. Also, not a harlot.
Right. That too.
We'll need to find a way out of this jungle.
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Seriously? Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization. The only settlement I saw when we were topside
was Lady Hellbender's fortress.
eggs or something?
That is not how Terrans reproduce.
Not how most Terrans reproduce. That's what makes our quill so special.
Interesting.
I don't lay eggs.
It's more alien than the other ones.
They are all alien.
I know they're all alien. I mean, this one's freak. Dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Chitauri tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They use them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What are you?
Do not have time to dawdle in this jungle. I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face. Put me down.
We're not throwing rockets.
Very well.
You sons of forking dogs.
How will we cross?
Look around. We'll find another way.
My problem is meatheads trying to... Not a chance.
You were overreacting. I did not throw you.
Only because Quill stopped you.
There should be no problem.
I'm watching you. You Cataphian psychopath.
There has to be something we can use. Maybe a tall tree? Taller than Groot.
No, the statues are not watching us.
It would be easier to throw the rodent.
No, it would not. What if he breaks a leg?
I would still have 3.
Wow, it is dark in here.
If you bump into any monsters, let us know.
Monster Planet. Right.
What's Chitauri Tech doing on a backwater mudball like this?
Perhaps Lady Hellbender repelled the Lady Swarm. It was among the swarm.
Or maybe we're real cozy with the bug.
You do know that aimless shooting isn't gonna scare the monsters away, right?
Hey, my shooting's not aimless. Everything I do is with purpose and, you know, heroism. Drax, think you can topple this?
Indeed.
All right, let's try not to fall.
That's your pep talk.
Wait, hear that?
What's up, people?
Incoming!
These things are his and deadly! Let's be focused!
Slice and dice!
Dodge this! Anyone else join this like a graveyard?
Focus on not becoming part of one!
I will face all of you!
This is how it's done!
Get it out of your system before we get there! Whoa! They're like flying pigs!
Ticks fly by when you're having fun!
Finish this! Brace yourself!
Let me at him.
To the bone!
There! They can fly! String them up, Groot!
Let's get it fly once they're dead!
So glad you parked all this way away, Quill.
Your tone does not imply gratitude. Enough of these inferior creatures. I yearn for monsters.
Yeah, I'm feeling all turned around as well. Where the flark are we?
Just look around.
All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't. No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Sure she could.
Or she would have flown over the mountains.
Oh, she flies now.
I heard she shoots lasers out of her eyes.
Now we're talking.
I have not heard that one.
I heard there are actually 9 of her. That's why they call it Seknarf 9.
That is preposterous.
That one's preposterous?
More of mine cutting us a path.
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
Oh, Nova Bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take a dozen ships to bring one down.
A dozen ships, or one Chitauri infiltrator.
I'll take that one as a compliment.
Still no sign of the fortress?
No. Are we even sure this is the right way?
Yes.
Now what's the holdup?
No. Just thinking someone else could cross the death pit first. Being Groot of the merchandise.
Only one of you is the merchandise.
Plan A and Plan B, okay?
Just go.
No, you just go.
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Groot says there's something down there. Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move.
Yep, definitely saw the giant cat.
Peter Quill has fallen!
Peter Quill has fallen.
Well, that's our first time dying. I know that is supposed to happen. I don't know. We're about to find out. Wow. The loading in this game, man. Just because of one simple death? Oh no. Okay, I was not expecting there to be a quick time event. Let's see. There we go, there we go. Oh no. No. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. I was doing a quick thing. Oh. That was close.
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Peter Quill, you're not alone here.
I got it.
Good.
Guys, anyone know what that is?
Monster!
I'm on it! I knew something was stopping us!
Enjoy your I told you so! Pulverize them!
Trace me!
Its weakness is exposed!
We've got the numbers!
How did you count all that heat we don't?
The pump's not the crack!
That tail means business!
Gladly! Cowardly beast! Finish the battle!
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs. I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it'll give us eyes on where we need to go.
It is settled. Let's scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Good question. Gamora, how high up this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
Nova Corps weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
See anything useful up there? Starting to wonder if I should be the one with the fancy visor.
I wouldn't trust a thing you said.
We agree for once. I too would prefer Peter Quill's incompetence to the rodent's lies.
If that bomber's full of old dead Nova, maybe we should, you know, lighten their pockets?
By now, scavengers would have scattered the bones across the region. We were lucky to find a finger, let alone an intact body.
Did Thanos teach you this?
That one? That's not myself.
Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here. Okay, Rocky, let's see if this thing still works.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters.
Extra health, don't
Got you covered.
do.
One fine tech upgrade, hot and fresh.
There we go.
So, where are we?
Waiting for you so that we can scale this contraption.
Ah, right.
Hey, Quill, mind giving the old girl a scan?
I agree. Maybe part of the ship's still functional.
Here will work.
Count on me.
Looks like a few cables are all that's standing between the wing and a makeshift bridge.
We need something to get up to those cables, Peter. Do you see anything on the wreck that can help?
Oh, what is taking so long?
The reactor thing there is pretty loose.
Pretty gunked up. Ugh.
Groot, buddy, you're stretchy. Think you can reach up there and pop that unit out for us?
Whoa! Watch
You're flarking language, man. A simple no would have done it.
What's that I hear? The wing cables calling down to us? They want a date with your sword, Gamora.
Really? I can cut those cables, I just need a way up.
Rocket, I want your input on this. How do we reach the reactor thing up on the wing?
I'm half your height, Quill. What am I gonna do?
Okay, Drax, try to jump real high and grab onto the reactor. Maybe your weight can bring it down.
If Lady Hellbender's winds have not torn that reactor free by now, my strength will accomplish nothing.
Maybe this Hell Lady is some old war hero and she can get Nova off our backs.
I wouldn't bring up the war.
How come?
Those of us who took part are not eager to relive its memories.
That.
When will the wind collapse that we may exit this vexatious pit?
All right, pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular. This unit is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular.
Yes! That's why I can easily carry this great weight. What next, Peter Quill?
This brings back memories!
Impressive.
See? That was easy. Great teamwork, everyone. I helped in spirit.
All right. Slippery wind-pummeled treetops, here we come.
You know, I really admire our team's commitment to safety.
We are not committed to safety.
What? We're safe-ish.
Man, never realized Seknark was such a hot spot for the war. What's Captain distracted up to now? He calls us over. I'm done. Whoa, 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 guys!
Looks like there's a way down here.
Quill, you gotta see this ship.
Okay, here we go. Slimy. Guys? You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Some schmack. Reach!
Sword will not work, Logan. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know. I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Quill?
Goodbye, Rocket.
Oh wow. Is that really the time?
Ooh. We've been playing this game for the last 2.5 hours.
Damn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay.
Slimy. Guys? You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
Work on it. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know. I'm sticking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Quill?
What did you just do?
Sorcery.
So cool.
Rocket! Somebody get him out of there!
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know. My glasses, I've only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech. Just when you think you've seen it all, they pull scud like this. Just come on, dude. Just
Leave the guns alone!
Well, I just want to see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
DNA according to the Relics wasn't gonna morph in man.
Or sorcery.
here we go again.
Instant ice cube! That's fun!
We're so happy for you and your guns, Quill.
This place is a death pit!
Challenge is invigorating!
Watch it! Spike!
Jelly is charging!
Never see it coming!
We fall into the source of this relentless creature! Or spell, you say?
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
I'm thinking we can climb up and over.
Ding, ding, ding! Give.
Drax, think you can drag this cannon out?
I will try. It is more stubborn than expected.
Gamora, can you reach that cannon?
Ah, impossible! It will not stay in place.
You couldn't just hold it for a while longer?
You try holding it for a while longer.
Rocket, you could fit through that hole. Maybe hack something from the inside to make us steps.
How am I supposed to even get up there?
Gotta find a way to lock it in place.
Obviously.
Do your thing, Groot.
He ain't doing it.
Drax, can you try again?
Why? It does not stay.
Working it out, trust me.
I cannot hold it forever!
I did it!
Impressive!
Rocket, I need you to squeeze inside that little hole and try to knock the gun loose from the inside.
Hello? Chitauri ship full of booby traps and death mechanisms?
But you love both those things.
You're right, I do. And I always wanted to see the inside of one of these bug bombers. Fine. Oh, what reeks in here? That... Oh, Scott.
You okay in there, Rocket?
I found the crew. I guess not even the worms want to eat dead Chitauri meat.
Rocket.
Relax. Just gonna reroute a little bit of remaining power to the cannon
You know what? Clark it! I'm blowing it up!
What? Hang on! Think about all the booby traps and...
Look at it go! He must have jump-started the thing.
Rocky, you okay?
Yeah! And dry now, too!
There! Now we have our way up. Gamora, can you clear us a path through that junk?
Sure.
Yes, Peter Quill! Onward to the palace of the great giantess!
Oh, so she's a giantess now.
Oh, man.
That is not a happy monster.
Well, at least it left. Back to its root, mother. Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, I doubt it, Drac. You're a cool dude, Groot. Hey, since we got a sec, you've known Rocket way longer than I have. You know he can be kind of unpredictable, temperamental even, feisty. What I'm asking is he gonna be able to go through with this? That sounded like a yes. Good, thanks, man.
Where did you guys go?
Employee evaluation?
Did you pass?
That's confidential.
He wants to know how Quill's guns could just make ice out of nothing.
Fortress is this way, Peter Quill.
I know, I'm just doing some exploring.
Ain't we done enough of that already?
I'm pretty sure exploring is code. It means he went the wrong way, but is too stubborn to admit it.
In that case, Quill's the greatest explorer I ever met. In many ways, this planet reminds me of my home world.
Everything okay, Peter?
Yeah, just, you know, turning water into ice.
Go off!
I think I can see my house from here.
What are you doing up there?
Scout type stuff, scouting. Looks like we, need to keep going towards the fortress and not away from it.
Excellent work, Peter. Rocket, do we have a frostbite kit on the Milano?
Worried about Quill misfiring his new toy?
Will not be the first time.
Yeah. Groot still has a knothole where Quill shot him. Said he was practicing Clem Greasewood.
Clint Greasewood.
Come on, why is the bridge always on the wrong side?
This time I insist we hurl the foul beast.
And I insist we push muscles over the side of the cliff.
To what end?
Yours! You up!
How many times do I have to say it? We're not throwing Rocket.
Ridiculous. You were holding us back to spare the beast's feelings. When has he done the same for us?
Put him down.
This be a lesson to you.
Oh, I'll show you what a lesson looks like!
Knock it off, guys! We're supposed to be professionals. We're better than this.
I'm not.
Guys, I've got something here. It's deep. This looks promising.
There's little room to maneuver if something should attack.
We're not gonna be here long.
Anybody see a way through?
We'll make one if we have to.
Anybody else know that?
Yep. Definitely something gross behind here. Drax, can you chuck that through the stink wall?
I am clenching every orifice right now.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Hello? Anybody? Whoa! Okay, that got my blood pumping.
Why would Lady Hellbender cage this creature?
'Cause it's annoying as scut.
Perhaps it is food.
thing's food?
Yes, monster food.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Peter,
Why would it taste like that?
I can use this.
You know, we really
Monster food?
The cage. We need the cage. We go into that fortress with our monster peacefully walking beside us. We'll be laughed right out of the room.
Any bites?
Why are you whispering?
Gamorrean thinks we can sell our monster act better if we have a proper cage. Only problem is there's a pissed off monster inside.
Release the beast. Let me dispose of it.
Because that worked so well for you last time.
We need a better plan of attack.
Yes. Ideally, one that guarantees my safety as leader.
Stumpy's back!
Now there's two of them.
Get the point!
These things can take a lot of punishment.
You're telling me! Aim for the soft spots! Smash him up, Drax!
Die!
Jeez! We only wanted the cage! Send it
I
their
think
way,
they're after
Drax!
the meat carrying cage!
More Aegis provides a fulfilling challenge!
Here's your chance, Gamora! Guys, huddle up!
What a blast! I haven't felt this excited since the Galactic War!
Better watch her out there, Quill. She fought on both sides, remember? Whereas me, I don't need to take sides to mow anybody down. I just love making scumbusters go boom!
Okay, I get it. Those creeps out there, fighting them gets the blood pumping.
Oh, yeah.
But if you listen to that pumping too hard, your heart takes a dive and the losing starts. Stay on target and we'll make them all go boom. Who's with me?
I am with you, Peter Quill!
Bring it on!
Oh, yeah!
You got this one!
Cut to the chase!
We really pissed off Stubby, didn't we?
Like a hot knife!
Wreck 'em, Drax! Prepare yourself!
These things want me to start a tail collection!
Think we can get the claws too?
This won't hurt! Much!
With fervor! Set off as a new predator! You boys enjoyed this way too much! Whoa! Come to me, beast!
You are coming with me.
We better hurry!
First rain, then jelly, then slimy, stinky crawl spaces, and now all these monsters. I hate this flirting planet!
You hate everything, Rocket.
True, but especially the stinky slime tunnel part. Itchy fur is where I draw the line.
Hey, I just went through the same crap you did and I smell amazing. Groot, give me a bridge here. The fortress is right on the other side of those cliffs.
Pretty sure it's this way, but I don't see an easy way to get up there.
Easy is rarely worth the effort.
For you, maybe. I love you. So, when are the rest of us gonna get jet boots?
It takes years of special training to operate these things.
You had years of jet boot lessons.
No, but the guy I took them off of did.
Stole them.
He was dead. Flew into a ceiling fan. Deep freeze.
Whoa! Can I try ice cubing something?
You know we had to. We had to.
Nope.
Oh, that's
Man,
cool.
you're such a gas splat.
So if we're gonna haggle with the monster, how much are we asking for our monster?
395 million units, give or take two. One for every precious hair follicle on this flawless.
You have counted them. bizarre.
Hey, at least I have some to count. That thing heavy, Quill?
Surprisingly light.
If we put our monster in, will he shrink as well?
Whoa, that is definitely in my top 10 fortresses.
What the flark? You said that quarantine zone monster was supposed to be rare.
She already has a whole herd of them?
So we wasted our time. Almost got killed for nothing.
And got arrested. That was fun.
It was moderately amusing.
Now we've got a ticking time bomb on the ship.
Ugh. We just can't catch a break. There's always some stupid blah monster or angry space cops or a random ship explosion kicking us in the teeth.
The weather always sucks.
It does. I'm wet and hungry and angry, but damn it, I'm not about to lose this deal after everything.
Let's just get this done. You can't be serious.
Okay. It's farther than it looked. Much farther.
It's a flarkin' infinity bridge is what it is.
Are you being dramatic, Rodent? Bridge ends at the fortress, therefore it is not infinite.
Yeah, that's super comforting. Guess we gotta go. 3 cycles.
Peter?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. The cage.
When did we even get in the flarkin' thing? Just looking like we mean business.
All right, Rocket. Time to put on your monster face.
I only got one face, Quill.
Are you sure about this, Peter? Look at him. You better have one hell of a sales pitch.
Remind me again. How many missions have we been on so far?
13.
14, if you count Contraxia.
Contraxia was not a mission. It was a mistake.
All right. Point is I was able to sell you, Gamora, daughter of Thanos, intergalactic assassin, as a hero. 14 times.
Fine.
I think he's made his point.
Drat. Gamora, can you help me with this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as a leader.
Oh, come on.
She's got you there, Quill. Now shut up and start pulling. Stop worrying so much. You're gonna start growing knots again.
Oh, come on, I have to.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, whoa. A little bit close.
They seem so peaceful here.
Never saw real well when I was a kid. I guess this sort of counts.
Doc, hey, please.
Does anybody have like a campfire song or something we can sing to kill the time? Ooh, I know one. It's called...
Please stop.
Right, yeah. Okay. Wait, is Please Stop the name of your song?
No.
Okay. So, how long before someone else wants to pull this thing?
We are 60 clicks from the fortress.
I'd say closer to 75.
Well, there is only one way to know for sure. 0.1 clicks. 0.2 clicks.
0.9. 2.1.
0.3 clicks.
4.5.
0.4 clicks. 0.5 clicks. 0.6 clicks. Take turns extolling the virtues of our stream.
What are you doing here, baby? Hey. Hello, Star-Lord. This is Scarlet.
Oh, is there another flashback?
13 whole years. Look at you.
Where does time go?
Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec. I'll be up in a sec. I promise.
Right. Fast. Give me a sec. I didn't think you'd actually come up.
Maybe being on time is my new thing.
Oh, right. We'll see about that when I have to get you up for school tomorrow.
You know, I think I'm too old for that too.
Nice try, smart Alec. Sit. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sing.
I liked your singing.
Well, you might be the only one. Go on, make a wish. You're officially a teenager. All those girlfriends. Someone's gonna be really popular at school. You are very handsome. I'm sure all the girls are gonna be falling all over.
Mom? Why would I wish for anything? I've got everything I want.
Oh, what huge favor are you about to ask me?
Just $10. Dan, Andy, and I want to go see Night of the Cosmos at the Rio tonight.
A movie? Tonight.
Come on. It's gonna be sick. It's about these zombies that invade Earth, and then it's up to these kids that have to blow them away.
I don't think I want you to see that, Peter. I let you watch the hockey mask one and you were sleeping in my bed the next 3 nights.
That was ages ago, and this one isn't even that bad. It's PG-13, and I'm 13.
Exactly. PG-13 may contain violence and nudity.
Mild nudity, like butts and stuff.
You're not helping your case. No, I wanted us to have some us time tonight, you know? Maybe finish our game. You can't duck out right when I'm about to win.
We can still do all that stuff. Or some of it. Tomorrow. You're always telling me to get out of the house more.
A movie theater does not count as out of the house, and you know it.
Pretty please?
I don't know. Truck's still in the shop, and I don't want you walking alone in the dark. There's been a lot of weirdos out there. It's not safe.
I'll be careful, Ma. I always am.
Were you careful when you got that black eye?
I told you
I
was...
know! You were standing up for someone, which is a good thing. But you cannot go punching your way out of every problem, Peter.
I couldn't just stand there.
No. Of course not. Okay, get me my purse. Not so fast. Before you go, there's something I want to talk to you about, something I want to give you.
$20?
Don't push it. Think of it as a long overdue gift from your father. It's upstairs on my bed. Go on and get it while I finish up in the kitchen. And we can open it together. Don't you dare touch that dial. The longer you wait to get that gift, the more likely I am to change my mind about the movie.
No way, you wouldn't.
Hey, Kubrick, buddy. No matter how long you wait here for Grandma and Grandpa, they're not coming back. Sorry.
Oh, no.
You know, I was talking to Janie's mom the other day. Here we go. She's a lovely girl, Peter.
She listens to disco, Mom. Sometimes Grandma and Grandpa would let me sleep with them if I was too afraid down in the basement. Man, am I glad I finally got my hair the way I like it. I miss them so much. Grandma used to take me into town on Sundays to run errands. We'd stop for ice cream on the way home, even in winter. I don't know much about art, but I know that this is excellent. Grandma really had talent. Sky's clear. Wonder if Mom will spend the night stargazing since I'm heading to the movie. Dances every UFO sighting is really a weather balloon or a bright star. But there's so many of them. Couldn't a few be real? Gonna have to get Mom to show me how to shoot. Grandpa was supposed to this summer. Meredith Quill. Perfect game. Not bad.
At last!
Huh? We have arrived at the Monster Queen's fortress.
At its entrance, anyway. So, as I was saying, I can handle a little solo extraction.
No offense, but you ain't exactly invested in my safe return. My skin, my plan.
Your call, Peter.
Clark it is. I'm the one in the box, lady.
Peter Quill is our leader. The burden of your possible death falls on his shoulders.
Fully on board with Rocket's plan that I was totally paying attention to.
See? Even Captain Space Cadet don't trust your gymnastics.
Wait, what about gymnastics?
I just think we shouldn't be relying on a piece of tech you won't even be around to use.
Name? Guardians of the Galaxy. Never heard of you. Bonafide monster sellers.
Today, anyway.
What's in the box? A monstrous abomination from Halfworld and the meanest SOB in the quadrant. Rocket!
I mean...
Things puny. It is a hell beast, the namesake of your mistress. It would be wise to reconsider.
All right, get going before I change my mind. And if the lady don't like it, I'll be carting out what's left of you in that box.
Hellbeast?
It is an accurate moniker. The little beast has a hellish demeanor.
I like it.
Not exactly an easy way out if this all goes to hell.
It's gonna go great. We got a killer monster and a solid plan.
I would show more caution, Peter Quill. If Lady Hellbender realizes our deceit, her vengeance will be swift.
What? I'm supposed to be scared just because she's got hell in her name? She runs a glorified zoo.
That's no zoo.
The Monster Queen has a monster army.
Any chance they're the zookeepers? With guns?
I have never seen them first tamed. But I have seen one trample a man to pulp.
It's fine. Worst comes to worst, we hightail it for the Milano.
Your genius plan is run away?
Backup plan? Which we're not gonna need, but yeah. It's not like she can chase after us with her old monster mash. Oh, come on.
Why did we not simply dock here and avoid the planet's inhospitable surface?
Because Quill flies like a one-eyed Badoon.
We needed time to iron out the plan. Now it's foolproof.
Lady Hellbender is no fool.
When her monster goes missing, she'll assume it was us.
Assume, yes, but not know. Not chases across the galaxy level of no, at least.
Wow! Look at this place. I'm in the wrong line of work.
It is appropriately impressive for a warrior of Lady Hellbender's stature.
Someday, that's gonna be ours.
Ha! Not yours.
Come over near the cave and say that again.
Focus, guys. Time to get those game faces on.
He means you gotta sell the illusion, too.
Exactly.
Kaleran skull. That is truly a priceless trophy. Oh,
Explains the vault.
Priceless? Vault? Screw the sneaking around. Let's pull off a good, honest heist.
No!
Follow me and pay attention. You will not approach Lady Hellbender's throne. If she chooses to approach you, you will remain still. No erratic movements.
I am humbled by my queen's competencies.
Spare me your empty platitudes.
Apologies, my queen. I meant no offense.
I know what you meant. Do not claim you are free. You are not the first to claim they have captured Atara Tara.
You doubt its authenticity?
If it is what you say it is, prove it. Or suffer the consequence of every other would-be con artist.
I assure you,
I say,
milady.
release it.
We got this.
You are free here. Bring in the next seller and transfer 10,000 units to that last one's next of kin. Speak.
Hey there, I'm Star-Lord. Okay.
Drax the Destroyer. The undoing of the Mad Titan in the flesh. And such flesh. Your presence honors me.
You are much smaller than I expected.
Oh? And what were you expecting? Perhaps I can do something about it.
But unlikely.
We'll see, Destroyer. I can be quite forceful.
Peter Quill. I believe she is flirting with me.
Just play along, man. Flatter her or something. You got this.
It's for the best. Your negotiation skills are terrible. Lady Hellbender, I can see by the size of your weapon that you must be a skillful warrior.
Perhaps I can give you a demonstration sometime.
You would make an acceptable opponent.
Tell me, Destroyer, what brings you to Seknarf 9?
Peter Quill, show her the creature.
It's about flarking time.
What is it?
It has has a name, lady.
And it dogs adorable.
Quill, make it stop.
When will it reach its big size? Big size?
Yeah, I wouldn't pet him like that again unless you want to lose a finger. He bites hard.
I admire a creature with some spirit. What would you call it?
It is a hell beast.
It doesn't look like much. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was a woodland creature.
True, but do we mention it's one of a kind? Just look deep into those angry raccoon eyes.
I ain't a freaking raccoon.
And you'll see that there's a monster in there. Big, scary, trigger-happy monster.
And what would you like for the hell beast?
20,000 units.
20,000.
And not a penny less.
Actually, we've already got an offer for 20,000 units. From the Collector.
Floorboard, was it?
Actually, it's Star-Lord.
Quiet. I know the kind of creatures the Collector seeks. If Tivan had made an offer on a hell beast, I would have heard. Since I heard nothing, it's clear you're lying.
Oops.
Silence! The creature is worthless to me.
Worthless? You're worthless.
So 15,000 then.
I wouldn't even feed your hell beast to my pet Flurkin.
You have a pet Flurkin? And I'm the worthless one? I'll show you worthless.
What are you doing?
Plan B, Quill!
Guys, less talking, more escaping.
Who's the monster now?
What the fuck, Rocket?
You heard that, Jackal! She was gonna pay 2 units for
So we all get to die because of your bruised ego?
nothing! This is about money!
Money that we can no longer collect.
Whoa! That was lucky.
Nothing about this is
We can bicker later. We need to keep moving.
Where are my drones? I want the Guardians incinerated.
What is that? She's cheating!
Die, floaty death pod! It ain't dying, Quill. Try something else. That won't hold it for long.
We still need a way through.
Anybody see a way out of here?
It ain't slowing down.
Peter, tell me you've got an idea here.
Go. Let's try and get out of here in one piece.
We ain't done yet.
Excuse me?
I came here for units, and I ain't leaving without them. Yup, we're gonna clean out that vault we saw on the way up.
You can't be serious. Even Peter's not that suicidal.
Don't look at me. Rocket got us into this mess. He can get us out.
Piece of cake. We just gotta get back to all them elevators.
Do not get us killed with your recklessness, rodent.
You're lecturing me? You went on an intergalactic killing spree.
It's not too late to add one more to that spree.
our company!
About time!
Just in another duster-wearing freak!
Take heed! Lady Hellbender displays her affections in a Catastrophic manner.
Oh yeah, Drax! She's so into you! Maybe these guys will lead us to the elevator!
Boss, we ain't leaving till we clean out her boss!
I'll enjoy this!
Love it at him, big guy!
Don't suppose Hellbender will hire us now!
Maybe she'll forgive us! Maybe!
Nice work, Peter!
Perhaps Nova Corps will accept the rodent as a down payment.
Oh, sure! Just sell me up the river!
Or a slice of us!
I thought too bad we aren't getting paid for this!
We're heroes for hire, not killers!
The ill-tempered beast has spoiled our plans.
Deadliest woman in the galaxy! Real smooth plan so far.
Hey, at least I'm pulling my weight.
Not much weight to pull.
Joke all you want, but without me, you wouldn't be able to get through this door.
Without you, we wouldn't be in front of this door.
Like I said, piece of cake. 1 volt, right for the taking.
5,000 units to the Hellraiser who kills these so-called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, people, let's do this. One catastrophe at a time.
This vault better be the mother of all payloads!
Lady Hellbender's unmasked treasure is legendary. Lady Hellbender proved an apt negotiator.
Throw that, Drax!
Too bad Rocket isn't! Gun to a knife fight! They never learn.
The Assassin's Blade makes short work of these weaklings.
Okay, so we gotta shoot her way into the vault. Big deal!
I told you we should have tried to sell her fruit!
Find them and kill them! I want their head!
Wrap them up, bud!
Lady Hellbender should face us herself.
Careful what you wait for!
This could be our chance to get out of here!
We ain't leaving till we get paid!
Nobody crosses me!
This is all gonna be worth it when we empty that vault.
It is unknown if we will even be able to access its contents.
The only if you gotta worry about is if you're gonna be able to carry all that.
Mark! Way too close!
Follow them! Ah! Fight, cowards!
door's weaker here. This has got Destroyer written all over it. We shall reduce it to trouble.
You expect us to crawl through a sewer? I ain't getting wet again.
I don't want to hear one word out of you.
You all got a real funny way of saying thanks.
Gratitude is not my current sentiment.
All right, nobody's perfect. Some of us served a Mad Titan, and some went a little nuts hunting him down.
And some of us get a little touchy being called worthless.
You are not worthless, Rocket.
But he's clearly worth less to Hellbender. She says she would have bought Groot.
Groot ain't some piece of lumber you can hawk. Though I'm sure you got plenty experience trafficking lives.
Watch your tongue, or I'll cut it out.
Oh, I'm shaking, lady. You bring a knife to a gunfight. Groot says you can all go sit on a hot poker. Fine, fine. You're all against me. But by the end, you'll be lining up to kiss my hairy paws.
We're about to get minced. Do something!
Oh, yes. We got a new outfit for Rocket. Pretty cool.
This way.
Everybody, quiet!
Come on. We'll cut them off at the vault.
Perfect. Does not seem perfect.
It means we're headed the right way.
Just another by-the-numbers plan for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What we should have done is sold Drax. Hellbender was practically begging to buy a night with a big galoot.
My gift is not for sale. The house pest still owes us 12,000 US.
12? Well, take a deep breath, cause we're here. One vault as promised.
And a giant locked door.
Leave that to me.
Heads up! Ambush!
Yeah, we're ambushing them!
Hellraiser? More like hell lay there and die!
Tear their heads off, Peter Quill!
Bang! Someone!
Then she should have paid me more respect! Reminds me of the current battle arena! Big risk, big reward! This Hellraiser has become Hell scum!
Stick it to him, Drax!
And ready! I am increasing your debt, rodent!
Let's not count our chickens just yet! These Hellboys are really putting up a fight!
Break your peace! I do not see how you can discern their gender.
You're welcome!
This reminds me of the Sakaran battle arena. Big risk, big reward.
Let's see those branches!
Getting out of here is gonna be a nightmare!
One problem at a time! I can't believe we actually made it!
Look around, Peter Quill. We are clearly here.
Okay, coast is clear. You're up, Rocket.
Make it fast.
Of course. There ain't a lock this side of Xandar I can't open.
I am adding to your debt for every extra minute this takes.
Keep your manis on. You can't rush genius.
All Hellraisers to the main vault!
Or I could try rushing and hope for the best.
Run them through!
Cut to pieces!
Rip them, keep them clear, Rocket!
You heard him. Keep them off my back.
I've got this one, Peter. Let me end it.
My blade will not be silent, murderess.
Call me that again and I'll murder you.
I am not the enemy, traitor.
Guys, chill out. Stop fighting each other. We'll win this together. Just focus on the enemy in front of us. Chill out and share the winning with all of us. So who's with me? Die, thieves!
Can't wait to take him down!
Buy some time, crew!
About time! Let's let ourselves get back into a corner!
We fought our way in, we can fight our way out! Any progress?
Don't rush me!
Make him hurt, Gamora!
How long are we supposed to keep doing this?
Keep your boots on, I'm working on it! My blades grow weary. Well, we ain't trading places.
Head on a swivel! Nice work, Peter!
Where the fuck is that hell armor made from?
I am unsure, but we must make him our priority.
You don't stand a chance! Sounds like it's going great over there! Ugh! This guy barely feels it!
You struggle in vain! Lady Hellbender's forces grow more persistent!
Yeah, I think the honeymoon's over!
Feel this?
What the scut does Hellraiser feed these guys?
I am unsure, but we must make him our priority! Feel my wrath!
They just keep coming!
Yes, their persistence is admirable, if frustrating. Come on, you snarky piece of scut!
You can do this, Rocket! Slash him, Gamora!
Andy Love, how long are we supposed to keep doing this?
As long as we can!
And pop. And close enough.
Move your asses while you still got him!
Did you suck it in there, Groot? Back door!
See? Nothing.
Gamora, no killing teammates!
That's who?
It's literally in your contract!
I made no such commitment.
He's a liability, Peter.
Ha! Coming from the most wanted woman in the galaxy.
Most deadly.
Same thing. How about a thank you, Rocket?
For nearly getting us killed?
For getting us into...
The crappiest vault in the greater Magellanic Cloud? You said there'd be treasure!
A Gilarian skull is priceless.
Worthless is not the same.
Guys! We need a plan!
Agreed! My arms are growing moderately fatigued.
Dig deep, Drax. Gamora, cover him. Rocket and I will try to find something of value. Groot! Don't break anything!
Gotta be more than just junk in this skag heap.
Well, this is not nothing, but nowhere near what we owe. Here we go. Not quite enough, but we're getting there.
That's what I'm talking about. Not such a bad plan after all.
Not exactly good either.
All right, this'll cover our fine at least.
Why stop there? After all she put us through, I say we clean her out.
What she put us through?
Enough!
Quill. It's grown quiet.
Quiet like peace and quiet, or like the grave sort of quiet?
Definitely the grave one.
Drax, please tell me you didn't just lock us in.
I did not do anything.
I'm almost impressed. The woodland creature has more bite than I originally perceived. Enjoy the contents of my vault, Guardians. They will be the last thing you ever see. Shame to waste my Clintarian gas on such unworthy invader. Do try not to melt all over my Kalaran skull.
We need to find a way out. Now!
It is both priceless and hard to clean.
Deep breath!
We've got to jam those vents, or the gas will keep pouring in.
Freeze the lethal gas vents, Peter Quill!
Groot's right. One of them lights has gotta be plenty heavy.
Hey! I found some more units!
Are you seriously looking for money right now?
Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Crap. They ain't staying frozen, Quill. We gotta get out of here.
Nice. An assassin's ring. Gamora would get a kick out of this.
that's the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, turn my notification bell on, join the Wolfgang by hitting that subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, Wolfspin Gaming, signing off.